But let's go ahead and take a moment to arrive. Let your sit bones find balance beneath you. Your shoulders can roll down the back. And as you roll your shoulders down, you can feel the weight begin to drop. Maybe you'll roll your shoulders in the other direction as well. Your hands can rest comfortably, either palms up in a receiving gesture, palms down to feel grounded, or if you have a favorite mudra that you connect with, feel free to do so. And as we begin to settle the body in, we begin to notice it, how the muscles feel, how the shoulders relax. Noticing the support of the earth beneath you. Bring your awareness to the muscles of your face. Allow your forehead to smooth. Your jaw unclenches. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the expanse with every inhalation and the release with every exhalation. As you continue to breathe, you might even notice a deeper connection to yourself. Notice where you begin to soften and where you can let go, leaving behind any heaviness. And now let's imagine just above there's a beautiful beam of warm golden sunlight, full of divine healing energy. It shines over you like a spotlight, lighting up every part of you. And this light is so powerfully healing that it begins to permeate through you. It begins to rejuvenate your cells, enliven your spirit, and repair you all throughout your entire being. Let's take a final breath. And with an exhale, turn the chin over the right shoulder. Invite gentle awakening. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, float to center. Exhale, gentle neck rolls. Take your time. Rotate the head slowly. Unwinding any tensions you might be feeling. direction and continue. And when you begin to feel balanced, allow the head to complete its rotation and align and center naturally. The shoulders relax. Your eyes can gently open and return. With your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the right and hold here. Notice the length and the support within your spine and how you can wring out any tensions throughout your torso. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take the twist to the other side. Inhale, float through center, nice and tall. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Begin to open up through the side body. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Let the breath guide you back. Bless you. Exhale. Follow your heart. Fold forward and take a few breaths here. Slowly come on back. Go ahead and release your legs for a little bit of wake-up movements. Break up any areas where you're feeling stagnancies or tensions. And when you're ready, you can come back to seated posture. Let those sit bones balance beneath you. And feel the shoulders melting down your back. Inhale, sweep arms up and open. Exhale, twist to the right. And again, let's hold. Discovering more length and more twist as the body is ready. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take the twist to the other side. Inhale, unwind and come back. Exhale, side stretch. position. So make sure you have plenty of cushion for your knees, anywhere else you might require it. Once you get there, you can choose bound or sphinx position for your arms. Knees are going to be hip distance apart. You've got a nice neutral spine and a strong foundation. From here, we can begin some nice fluid movements. And that might just simply be starting off with rocking side to side. See how things feel there. And then as you continue to move, you might discover different angles, different ways of positioning and moving the body to work out any tensions you might be feeling. Or just give yourself some general wake up and warm up. Making any shapes that feel right to allow you to get into all the nooks and crannies. Wonderful. From here, let's change up our foundation by sliding the knees towards one another for one of my favorites, fire hydrants. With your next inhale, we're going to open the right leg. Find a diagonal extension. And then exhale, slowly bring the knee back down. We'll alternate, always moving to the rhythm of your breath. That is what dictates your pace. And always listen to what guidance your body is giving. We have one more set. Of course, once you've completed that last set, you're more than welcome to either stretch it out in child's pose or puppy pose, or you might even feel urged to take a few movements to ease any of the fatigue that may have come up. Let's come back to forearm position. We'll have knees hip distance apart again. With your next inhale, curl the toes into the mat, and with your exhale, press back to dolphin pose. The tailbone leads the way, the neck and head can drop. No work to be done here. And then notice all the strength, all the support that's coming from your upper back, from the shoulder girdle. Notice the hamstrings begin to come to life, make themselves known. And then when you're ready, use your exhale to softly come back down. Extend back to child's pose, and feel free to add in thread the needle if you enjoy that twist. If you're threading, go ahead and switch sides. When you're ready, go ahead and unwind. Come on back, and we'll come up to a seated position. Feel free to grab yourself a sip of water while we're there. And then we'll move into our wrist warm-ups for practice. So for the wrist warm-ups, I always like to encourage any feel-good movements that work for you. We just want to get the blood flowing, that energy, that prana moving, warming things up with that gentle movement and or self-massage. making sure everything's ready to support you. And if you're feeling like you want to do a little bit of gentle weight bearing, that's all right as well, so long as it feels good to you. And once things begin to feel pretty warmed up, you can shake any of that old energy out. Keep your blocks and or props nearby, and we'll move right into it, beginning in our hero's pose. With an inhale, let's rise up to tall hero. Exhale, float down to child's pose. You can use your hands to help you along. Inhale, rise up, tall hero. And again, exhale, dive down. One more. Deep breath. And exhale, all the way down. Inhale, rise to tall hero. Exhale, tabletop pose, hands to the earth. Inhale, cow or cat lift, face looks up. Exhale, find your cat, round your spine. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, find your low lunge, help the foot through. A full breath to guide you up. Exhale, tall twist to the right. Left hand can rest at the knee, right hand at the hip, or wraps behind your back. With your exhale, lower the hands to frame the foot. Next inhale, open the right hand towards the sky. And you can choose any style lunge that you'd like. So it's the right hand reaching, left hand grounded. There you go. You knew. And wherever you are, just keep breathing. Exhale to come back down. Step back to table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale to your low lunge, nice and grounded. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, tall twist to the left this time. Let the shoulders continue to melt while the navel draws softly to your spine. With your exhale, lower the hands to frame the foot. Inhale, open the left hand towards the sky this time. And choose whichever style that you connected with on the other side. Final exhale to come down. Step back, table. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Curl the toes in. Exhale to our first downward facing dog. Let's press back, get acquainted. You can feel free to walk your dog if you need that movement, or otherwise, feel out this posture. Use your exhale to come all the way down, landing softly, table. Inhale, sunbird, Chakravakasana. Exhale, elbow towards knee. Inhale, long line of energy to sunbird. Exhale to float it down. Other side, long extension. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale. exhale to lower. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, cat bow. Inhale, press up. Exhale, sink back to child's pose or puppy pose for a few breaths. Next inhale, cat to cat lift. Curl the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, option for right hand to find the left leg. And with an exhale, gently return it to the earth. If that felt good, we'll try the other side. Inhale, left hand to right leg. And then exhale, plant it back to earth. Take another deep breath, lengthen the tailbone high. Exhale all the way down, tabletop. Inhale, rise to tall hero. Exhale, hands to the low back for camel. Now you take this as far as you want to, but we'll take a nice deep breath in, let the chest find some space, and maybe you'll find a slight back bend. Again, go easy on you. Some folks might feel open and be able to reach their ankles or blocks behind them. But remember to find your shape, what works for your body. To exit, make sure hands are supporting the low back to rise. Good. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, low lunge, guide the foot through. A deep breath to rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And remember to find your variation. What feels good to you? The neck remains long. Breath is spacious. With your exhale, lower the hands and lower the knee. Keep the foot where it is. Inhale, we'll find length in the spine. Exhale, let's gently walk it back to a runner's stretch. So you can use your blocks on either side if you need. And now we'll find movement. Inhale, coming back to the lunge. Exhale, sinking back to the runner's stretch. Once more, finding that range of motion. And on this third and final, we'll hold. So feel free to take any adjustments that you need to keep the hips level. Next inhale, creep crawl back up. And then exhale, step it back. Take a few little movements here. You can sway the hips. You can come down to forearms if your wrists are feeling tired. Wonderful. And now we'll find neutral spine again. With your inhale, extend left leg back. Exhale, guide the foot through and find your lunge. Full breath, rise tall. Exhale, take the twist, whichever variation you like. With your exhale, we frame the foot with the hands and lower the back knee. Inhale, we find length in the spine. Exhale, creep crawl it back to runner's stretch. And away we go. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. since 3 is the magic number, we hold here again for a little extra magic. If this is the tighter side, give yourself some compassion and more breath wherever you can. Next, inhale, creep crawl forward, and then exhale, step it back, table. Take a couple movements again, if you like. Wonderful. Finding that neutral spine. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Exhale, roll it back, child's pose or puppy pose. Stretch it out here. When you're ready, slowly come back and grab a little water if you need it. Wonderful. And let's move right back to it. From your hero, let's take a nice deep breath and reach the arms. Exhale, tabletop pose. Inhale, cow or cat lift. Curl the toes in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide the foot through for high lunge. Once the foot is planted, make sure you feel steady and then help yourself upright. You can either have hands to the knee if you're not feeling super balanced, or you might even have active arms depending on how you feel today. Let's find a moving sequence. Inhale, melt the front leg. Exhale, high lunge. Again, deep breath. And exhale. One more time, deep breath. And exhale. Let's lower those hands down. Inhale, three-legged downward dog. Exhale, lower the foot to down dog for a couple of breaths. Pedal it out as it feels all right. Next, inhale, left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, guide the foot through to your high lunge. And then inhale, we rise. Strong and balanced. Let's find the moving sequence. Inhale, melt the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Arm variations can be whatever you like. And exhale. Last one. Good. We bend the knee, plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take another breath here. Exhale, come down to tabletop. Inhale, sunbird. You can either hold or exhale, reach back for the foot, depending on what's in your practice today. Exhale to release. Other side, inhale to sunbird. Exhale, take the same variation that you chose on the other side if you can. And then exhale, release. Inhale, cow or cat lift, curl the toes. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take another breath. And then exhale, travel to the top of the mat and fold forward. Let your toes spread out, hang loose for a moment. And then when you're ready, slowly roll all the way up and find your mountain pose. Shoulders relax, collarbones expand, grounded, tall, and steady. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms. The right foot rises for tree pose. So when you're ready, you'll place the right foot against the left leg, whether it's up by the thigh or down by the ankle, depending on how you're feeling. You'll find your favorite mudra or arm positioning. Breathing nice and steady. It's easy to hold our breath sometimes without realizing it. So yoga can help bring us back to that. With an exhale, go ahead and lower down. Take a few movements if you need to. Good. And then find your neutral mountain pose again. Deep breath in, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms, and the left foot rises this time for tree pose. So we'll find that placement, perhaps find balance, and always remember to breathe. And with an exhale, release down. Nice job. Couple of movements if it feels good to you. Back to our neutral position in mountain. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot back to warrior two. Once the feet are in place, go ahead and find your warrior. Shoulders are stacked above the hips. Gaze or drishti is out over your left hand. Let's find a moving sequence. Inhale, hands to heart. Melt the legs straight. Exhale, warrior two. If you want more active, you can have arms overhead. Let's keep flowing. And exhale. One more time. Deep breath. And when you get to your warrior, hold right there. Next, inhale, reverse warrior. Next, inhale, melt the front leg straight for reverse triangle. With an exhale, side angle pose, bend the front knee and find your shape. Any variation will do. Inhale, rise up, melt the front leg straight for triangle. Exhale, reach over the horizon, find that edge, and keep breathing wherever you are. Exhale, let's lower both hands. You can frame that front foot, bend the front knee. And now we're gonna hop that back foot in a little closer for pyramid pose. Make sure both heels are grounded. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale to stay here. Nice deep breaths. Make sure blocks are out of your immediate way. Use your inhale to step up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, left foot will step back for warrior two. Once you feel grounded, go ahead and find your Virabhadrasana 2. Strong, steady and balanced. Let's find that moving warrior. Inhale, hands to heart, melt the legs straight. Exhale, warrior two. And again, deep breath. And exhale. Last time. And then hold, embodying that strong and balanced warrior energy. Inhale, reverse warrior. Next, inhale, reverse triangle. Melt the legs straight. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, rise, melt both legs straight for triangle. Exhale, find that edge. Spiral the heart open. Breathe. When you're ready, use your exhale to lower the hands. Let's pivot the back foot to face forward for pyramid. Once your feet have found the earth again, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then use your exhale and the next couple of exhales to settle into the posture, to notice what you've let go of throughout class. This time, to exit, we're going to step back to downward facing dog as an option. If that's just too much, you can come right down to table if you'd rather. Take a few breaths, and if you have a couple of favorite postures you'd like to move through before we come to a restful posture, feel free to do so. Toes are cold, your socks can go back on if you wish. Feel free to grab a little more water. Make sure to stay hydrated. And for today's hip opener, I'm going to show pigeon pose. But if you prefer fire log, figure four, or rock the baby, any of those alternatives are just great. I'm going to keep my practice gentle and just come through tabletop. However, if you want to come through three-legged dog or plank or anything else, feel free to do so. I'm guiding the right leg through first, finding center. Once we're there, we'll take a nice deep breath to prepare, and then exhale. Let yourself find this posture. Wherever that stopping point is, honor the body and where it needs to be. other side. When you're ready, take a breath and then use the exhale to travel as deep as you'd like. When things begin to feel balanced, slowly make your way back. Wonderful. And now we'll come to sit with legs extended in front of the body for stack pose. We'll find that wonderful posture first. One hand on either side of the body. Shoulders down and back. Spine is long, chest is lifted. You feel both sit bones evenly supporting you. When you're ready, let's use the inhale to reach up. And then exhale, send the heart forward and find your stopping point this morning. Take cobbler's pose. Soles of the feet touch for Baddha Konasana. Cradle the feet in your hands. When you're ready, inhale, roll the spine up nice and tall. And then exhale, send the heart forward again. And in these moments where we hold, you can just simply breathe and feel whatever comes up for you. Take wide-legged seats, as wide as you can comfortably, using any props that you like. Once you feel ready, take another breath, and exhale, walk your way out until you feel the stopping point. That space where you can simply hold and breathe away any remaining tensions. With an inhale, take the arms wide. With an exhale, the right hand finds the right leg. Perhaps you'll take a nice little side stretch. Next inhale, float through center. And let the exhale guide you to the other side. Exhale, release. And now let's make our way down for bridge pose. and inversion time. So you can roll down at whatever pace you like. Make sure you have blocks if you like to use them for your inversions. And once you get down there, let's position those legs. Knees are bent, feet hip distance apart, firmly planted into the earth while the arms can rest at the sides. I'm going to show 3 moving bridges today, but if you're connected with something else other than that, that's okay. When you're ready, use the inhale to press the feet into the earth and roll the hips up towards the sky. The chin might come close to the chest, that's all right. Use the exhale to roll it down. And now you'll go at your own pace from here. Following each breath and your intuition. Once you're ready to release for the last time, come down nice and easy, 1 vertebrae at a time. And from there you can hug your knees to chest or come into happy baby pose. Rocking side to side can help release the back. And then we have time for just a couple more of your favorite postures before we come into the journey of meditation. So take these next couple minutes to explore, to stretch and move in all the ways you like best. Just a few more moments to finish up those final stretches. Make sure both sides feel complete. And then when you're ready, you can begin to gather all the things that you enjoy for a most comfortable and cozy meditation. Make sure you have all the props you need, all the layers of clothing. relaxed. And you feel the muscles in your face softening once more. Notice how the breath flows, smooth and steady. And with each and every breath, you discover just a little more peace, a bit more ease. And now in your mind's eye, imagine yourself seated before a most beautiful waterfall. You're in the midst of a most beautiful place, full of loving and healing energy. A space where you can let go, where you can allow, where you can receive. Notice the beauty of the waterfall, how magnificent and powerful. And now if there is anything else that's weighing on you today that you haven't already worked out, perhaps you can let it go into this waterfall. Shed the weight of it from your being and trust that the waters will wash it away. Let yourself be energetically cleansed. And then allow yourself to bask in the glory of this peaceful place. Simply be for just a little bit longer. once you've made your way back, take a moment to reflect on your practice, on your journey, and really take notice of how things have improved throughout class. Let's bring the palms to touch in Anjali Mudra. We bow our heads in deep gratitude for our shared yoga practice and journey. Let us continue to remember to slow down every day, even if we just carve out a little bit of time to do that. Let us find the benefit from that, the relief and the release. And let us continue to find ways to love ourselves and the world. And may all beings be at peace. Namaste. Feel free to turn to your neighbors. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope this practice carries you through the rest of your week or however long you need it. And remember to check out the YouTube channel for more free classes pre-recorded for extra.